I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Nightwing The New Order, issue number 6. How will history remember Dick Grayson's actions, all in the attempt to save his son? Will he be a hero or a traitor? Let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Lex Luthor believes with a little help of Jake Grayson's blood, he can create a formula that will give Superman his powers back. And I mean, really, with a Superman on their team, there would be nothing stopping the Rebel Alliance from taking the fight directly to Kane and the Crusaders and undoing all the evil they've done. Oh, but that would be much too simple, and there's already several wrenches about to get thrown into this machine. First up, Dick Grayson in the dead of night decides to kidnap his own son, having in the previous issue dropped a major dime on all of his super homies, including his super alien baby mama, all in an attempt to escape with his son to another country. Whilst he may be being a bit of a jerk right now, there's no denying Dick Grayson has thought this through. If Kane and the Crusaders can arrest Luthor, the only person capable of making a serum to give people their powers back, and arrest their political enemies in the superhero community, they'll pretty much have no need for Jake, and him and his dad can ride off into the sunset. Obviously, the heroes aren't going down without a fight, and we get a nice little who's who of turncoats. Ooh, we got some John Stewart from before, we got Captain Atom, we got Azrael, what looks to be a female Captain Cold, which I can only assume is the sister Snart. It's like a Where's Waldo book, only with more spandex. Dick says that he hopes his son won't hate him for what he had to do, and that everything he did, even the bad stuff, was ultimately out of love. The world is broken, and sometimes you have to make your own way and do stuff that you're gonna feel bad about later. Jake, surprisingly and wise beyond his years, fires back at his dad, saying that he's the one who should be sorry. He should have tried to be, well, essentially a better Robin to his father, someone to keep the hope alive in his old man like he did Batman. To show him that despite all the bad stuff that goes on in the world, there's still a lot of good stuff worth fighting for, and because of that, you should never dip your toes on over to the dark side. Out of the mouth of babes, right? This speech proves to be more than enough to get Dick to turn the car back around and join everyone else in the fight against the Crusaders. Hey, it's me, Nightwing. I came back, everyone, so you don't have to be mad at me or treat me like a snitch. So you might be thinking, is this how the story's gonna end? Two factions battling it out in the street with the fate of the world hanging in the balance? No, actually, Kyle Higgins chooses to go another way completely. You see, Superman ultimately does get his powers back, and that's a great thing, isn't it? But Lex Luthor still gotta be Luthor even after all this time. You see, he's taken some of Jake's DNA and jerry-rigged it into a bomb using material left over from the original device that robbed everyone of their powers in the first place. This bomb would essentially work in reverse, giving everyone powers, even those regular people who never had them before. Too bad the bomb is so powerful it's going to take out all of Metropolis to do so. And this right here is the truly inspiring thing. You see, once Superman tells everybody what's going on with the bomb, they all put their differences aside and all decide to work together for the greater good of saving the city. Even Jake distinguishes himself, helping them move the bomb out of the city and then protecting a bunch of the heroes from the residual blast. And with that, essentially, the day is saved. We flash forward many years later. Kate is forced to step down as the head of the Crusaders, who are they themselves remade into a much more positive force for good. Dick Grayson retires, but takes it upon himself to train new youngsters in using their abilities for this brand new era of superpowers, and Jake himself grows up, gets married, has a son of his own, and names him Richard after his own father. Why, in a particular heartwarming callback, when Jake talks about his father, he says Nightwing is the one who catches you when you fall, a callback to Kyle Higgins' other Nightwing work in the New 52. Well done. And yeah, that was Nightwing The New Order, everybody. A very solid conclusion to what was ultimately a very solid little Elseworld story. If I had to break it down to themes, I would say this is a story that tries to remind us that it doesn't matter how old you get, what new responsibilities you get. At the end of the day, you should never lose track of your ideals. It's a hopeful story, one that looks really good. Higgins has a fine grasp on a lot of heroes. I hope this isn't the end of his work at DC Comics. I would like to see him pick up a few more projects. Hell, you could even do a little side continuation in this universe if you wanted. What happened to Lex Luthor? He seemed to escape unpunished. There's a story there to tell, definitely. Overall, I'd give this one a solid 8.5 out of 10. It was a fine ride, and if you've been waiting on it, I think now would be a perfect time to hop on in. So that was the book, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CapeJoel, so you always know what I'm doing next. And hey, if you want a great deal on your next comic book purchase, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you save a bundle by not having to pay for shipping, but a little bit of everything you buy goes to support me in the channel, which is always nice. You win, I win, everybody wins, I tell you. So until next time, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.